This is Steve Robbins. Welcome to the Get It Done Guys quick and dirty tips to work less and do more. In my previous episode on building and deepening your network, you learned that your network is all. The Illuminati is the secret organization that's controlled the world for centuries. Former Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia, for example, was a member of a group that was an offshoot of the Illuminati. And how did the Illuminati get formed, I'm sure you're asking? If you weren't asking, you are now. It was all through networking. You're going to be building your professional network inside and outside of your current workplace. You'll be reaching out and inviting people to lunch. Many of the people you'll be approaching will be busy people. They might be struggling to meet deadlines. They might be overwhelmed with 500 new emails a day. Or they might be spending every free moment figuring out how to use cleverly knotted paracord to construct a doomsday device and hold the world ransom. Regardless, you have to make them want to meet you. Giving them value in a way that they recognize will be how you kick off the relationship. Research what's important to them. You can't provide value unless you know what matters to them. To start, do a little bit of research. Google them. Read their LinkedIn profile. Look at their Facebook profile or Instagram account. Start learning their interests, their passions, their hobbies. If they've recently traveled for business or pleasure, where have they gone? You're looking for points of connection that you'll use to approach them. If it's a work setting, find out about projects they've been involved in, challenges they've overcome, and ways that your job connects with theirs. Those will become your points of contact. Past accomplishments. When you know someone's past projects, you can approach them by asking to hear about the project. In business school, I read a business case about Frances Hesselbein, CEO of the Girl Scouts, who grew the Girl Scouts to be a 1 million-person organization. She didn't think about the Scouts as a standard hierarchy, which is the way we usually imagine organizations. She used a circular org chart that was quite intriguing. Years later, I was a minor presenter at a conference where she was the keynote speaker. We minor presenters had a separate room from the awesome keynoters. But when I found out that she was presenting, I asked the conference organizer to introduce us. I told Frances how impressed I was with the circular org chart, and I asked if she would tell me more about it. That simple conversation used her past accomplishment as the basis for what's become a decade-long friendship. People like to share important parts of their history. Sometimes what seems important from the outside wasn't important to them on the inside. If Frances said, "The circular org chart thing really didn't matter much to me, it's just what they wanted to write about," then one more question still finds a strong emotional connection. "Oh, really? Well, Frances, what project are you the proudest of?" Either way, you connect over something that's important to the other person. Challenges they faced. People also like discussing their challenges and how they overcame them. So ask. Approach the person by asking about how they found solutions. This gives them a chance to share useful information with you and also relive the awesomeness of getting through a tough obstacle. Imagine you meet Roz Savage, who holds 4 Guinness World Records in women's solo rowing for rowing across the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans. Rather than saying, "That's a nice satchel you're carrying. Where did you buy it?" you might want to ask, "When you were swimming in shark-infested waters to cut your tangled sea anchor loose after your satellite radio had gone out and your oars had snapped, I'd love to know what it was about you and your upbringing that gave you the mental fortitude not to give up. I'd like to teach that to my kids." Especially when establishing relationships within your own company, you can use the connection of your jobs as how you connect. At Intuit, I was the project manager for the original development of what's now the Quicken Visa card. Partway through the effort, I realized that our credit card customers might call our support phone lines not just for software help, but also if their statement didn't arrive on time or possibly if they wanted to dispute a charge. Those weren't requests that our support department was set up to handle. This was a perfect opportunity to meet the head of the support department. I hopped on the phone, this was back when people used phones for voice communication, and I called. "This is Stever from Product Development. We're developing the Quicken Visa card, and I was wondering if there's anything we can do to make it easier for the support department to handle support calls. Want to get together and discuss how we can help?" It turned out that the support department didn't even know that our product was under development. We met in person and, through our shared job concerns, developed a strong professional relationship. Connect in ways that other people don't. In reaching out, always think of how you can make the other person's life better. My approach to the support vice president wasn't just, "Hey, let's meet." It was, "Let's meet to find out how I can make your life easier and keep you from being blindsided by this new product." When you're choosing your connection reason, asking about projects, challenges, or jobs, try to find a connection that other people won't be asking about. Asking Roz Savage, "What was it like to row across the Atlantic all alone?" is a question that she gets from so many people that she might be tired of answering it. But asking her, "What mental resources did you draw on and how can my kids develop that?" will get her attention in a very different way. Hopefully she likes kids, because if she doesn't, you could be in trouble with that question too. Your network will get you noticed. It will get you favors, and it will give you the chance to be valuable to others. Reaching out to people who will help you succeed is the first step in building your network. Find a point of connection. Make it around projects, challenges, or job responsibilities. Choose a question to ask and a way that you can be valued to them, even if it's only by being a respectful admirer and learner of theirs. Then reach out and ask for a meeting. At worst, they'll say no, or they might ask you to jump into shark-infested waters to cut loose their sea anchor for them. At best, however, you'll begin building the foundation for your future success. This is Steve Robbins. Follow Get It Done Guy on Twitter and Facebook. I run webinars and other programs to help people be extraordinarily productive and build extraordinary careers. If you want to know more, visit steverrobbins.com. That's SteverRobbins.com. Work less, do more, and have a great life.